Hey, what's up everybody? I actually have my spear gun. I'm at a new entry spot, never went in over there. I think I'm gonna walk this way, go onto that ledge there, gear up, jump in there, and that's how I'll get out. Hopefully the waves don't come up. Nice calm day, sun's out, kind of hot, water's clear. As you know, that's not my favorite diving conditions, but I'll take it. See you in the water. So this is my first drop. I'm right alongside the cliff and it goes straight down, and it was kind of deep, normally a little bit deeper than what I'm used to. So I made the drop and I thought, you know, since it's my first drop, I'm just gonna stop right on the edge and grab a hold of it and take my shot. I see a munu there. I'm kind of lining up for it. And of course, I had my safety on. That's what I get for not using a spear gun in a long time. So the munu stayed around. I take a shot and I missed badly, but I shot a ma'i koiko. It was pretty horrible, but there is a kind of funny story behind this, because I felt bad for shooting something that I wasn't trying to get. So I decided that, oh well, I'll just string it up and then I'll eat it. And what ended up happening is later on, and I don't have this on film, I had it on my stringer and an eel came and took it. So this fish ended up being fish food for an eel. So it wasn't a great start, but one shot, one fish, but not the fish I was aiming for. So I stayed in the same area because there were a lot of fish there. They didn't seem to be spooked by my shot. So I breathed up, tried to relax, and this time I felt, I'll just go all the way to the bottom. So I make my drop here. And my mask was leaking a little bit, but it wasn't filling up, so it was alright. And I make the bottom, and I land right behind this boulder is where I was aiming for. And I spooked the fish a little bit, but there are more munu here, so I'm just taking my time, grunting a little. And the surge was pushing me back and forth, so I tried to just stay still and let the fish come to me. And it's right there, that munu, and take the shot, and I got it. So it was a pretty good shot. I stoned it. It went right on my line, and my gun got stuck. So I'm all breathed up, getting ready to make my drop, go get my gun. So I dive down. Again, that's right along the edge of the cliff. It's pretty cool. And as I'm getting closer, I go, it's not stuck anymore. It was stuck in that coral head. So I just picked it up, and there's the munu on the line, and had to swim back up. It was pretty interesting how that kind of stuff happens. It kind of unstuck itself, which was good. So I made it to the surface, and there's the munu. Looks pretty good, pretty decent size, not the biggest, but perfect for dinner. Was really happy with my second fish. So far, 2 shots, 2 fish. And to me, that's one of the beauties about the spear gun. I mean, I don't wound the fish very often. So I pretty much decided to swim in, and you can notice that it's a lot shallower here. This is on my way to my entry point, and I saw some what looked like to be huge king cole. I mean, a lot bigger than the other area that I dived. So I thought, oh, I just go down and see if I can take one for a friend of mine who wanted to try it. So I made a pretty good drop. I felt really comfortable because I was diving deeper than this. This is my normal depth dive. So they're pretty calm. They're just kind of hanging out over there. So I'm just lining up, looking for a big one. Take the shot, and got it. Spear went right through, and you can see the munu on the line chasing the king cole. And I got it. So 3 fish two on my line, one on my kui around my waist, and which ended up getting eaten by the eel later on. This wasn't a great shot, so the fish was pretty much alive and kicking. So I used the again, I still don't have my knife, so I used the tip of my kui to dispatch the fish, and I was pretty much done. And part of the other reason why I went in, I wasn't actually cold because it was a nice warm day, but my ankle was hurting, and I injured it a while back from doing some takedowns, and someone fell on my ankle, sprained my ankle, and it still hasn't quite recovered. So I was having a hard time kicking with my right foot. You know, it hurt a lot. So I thought I have more than enough fish, and just time to swim in. So you can see how that's a pretty big king cole. So I just put it on my shooting line, put my spear back in my gun, and head to shore. So my entry point wasn't far off. So you can see it swimming over the boulder field, and there it is. You can kind of see it when I stuck my head out. It's that gap in the cliff. It's kind of interesting that there's just almost like a keyhole in the cliff. So I'm just swimming toward that keyhole over the boulders, and we whip a lot over here, and I'm definitely going to go to the other side and whip that cliff where the drop off is. Actually, even maybe just drop a line right straight down, because that's where all the fish were. It's really interesting how the fish stay close to the edge. So you can see it's pretty calm, though there is some surge here because you know when you go from deep to shallow, but it wasn't dangerous at all. Just some bubbles looking for that ledge that I jumped in on, and there was a little foothold, so I stepped on it and just waited for the waves to push me up. So when the wave goes out, that's one hard thing about it, is like when the wave pulls out, I mean, getting to the top is a little bit more difficult. So I wanted to make sure I secured my catch there, get my gun up there. You can see how it drains out. And then pulled myself up. And I made it back, safe and sound, with 3 fish. And a little bit after this was when the eel took the other fish, but that was when I was taking it off my my stringer and cleaning it. It was a pretty great day. Nice to use a gun again. Well, that was fun. My ankle's kind of hurting because I sprained it training. That was a little bit deeper than I normally go, but I felt pretty comfortable. Fortunate to take 3 shots, get 3 fish, though one of them wasn't what I was aiming for. It's a beautiful spot, easy to get in. I definitely want to come back. First time using a gun in forever. I'm very grateful. It was a great day. Thanks for watching, and aloha.